Recording button. Double tap to activate.
It is one of the most popular drum kits of all time, a staple of most music classrooms. It's the Yamaha dd55. Hello everyone on YouTube, welcome to the first video in 5 months. Can you believe it's been 5 months since I did my last video? Anyway, today I'm going to be showing you something I recently got. I got this thing last month. No, it's not a keyboard, this is an electronic drum kit. A very popular one for its time, the Yamaha dd55. Now, there were 2 versions of this, but the only difference was aesthetics. There was the dd55C, and there's the dd55, which is silver. The dd55 and the dd55C, they're the exact same kit. And I'm going to be showing you the features exactly on this kit. Now I'm going to put my phone down, and I'm not particularly good with the drumsticks, so apologies. Let me get them ready. Whatever I've done with them, here they are. And I'm going to try and show you the drum pads, because I'm not that good with the sticks. So there are 7 touch sensitive drum pads. I'll try my best with these. I'm not that good at getting the max sound out of these. Hopefully you can hear that and not too much acoustic sound. So those are all the pads on the default kit. Now, fortunately, you don't have to play it using the sticks, but it's recommended, if you know what you're doing, you can play using just your hands alone. Unfortunately, I'm not that good with my hands either. Either the touch sensitivity needs to be adjusted. Yes, the drum pads are touch sensitive, but I keep getting a lot more acoustic sound, so there you go. At least you can hear the pads a lot better and you're not hearing me. So there's over 40 different drum pads. However, when you turn the kit on, you're actually placed in the demo section so that you can go ahead and select many different patterns. Now, on this kit, you have a total of 100 different possibilities. 5 of the patterns don't have directions because they're considered demo songs, but the rest of the patterns do have directions so that you can play along with those. And
This is a reminder.
in total, you get a selection. The patterns are as follows. You get 5 demo songs. You get a various number of patterns that don't have demo songs, that are just simply loops, and you get a pattern. You get patterns with loops, but they also have rhythmic interjections, commonly known as fill-ins. And I can thank my music teacher for calling them rhythmic interjections, by the way. That's how I like to call them. So with rhythmic interjections, you get patterns with those, and you also get patterns that are songs. And I'm going to show you a fair few patterns now while I'm here. Let me turn the kit down. Just to show you, this is one of the standard patterns. Now, as you can see, these patterns don't have... This is one of the patterns that don't have a rhythmic interjection, so they'll just continue looping until you stop them. But you can learn the drums with these patterns. It shows you exactly what you got to do. And you can take parts off a pattern and whatnot. You can also record on this drum kit, but I don't know how to do that, so I'm not going to be showing it in this video. So let's listen to another pattern. Now what you're listening to there is one of the patterns that have rhythmic interjections. So, aka fill-ins. Yeah, they're called fill-ins. But we're calling them rhythmic interjections because that's technically what they are. I'm starting to sound just like my secondary school music teacher now when I say that. Right, moving swiftly on. While I'm on the subject of the patterns, I'm going to show you something really cool. So let me find a suitable pattern. Let's find one. What you're listening to now is how a pattern normally sounds, but I press, I believe it's this button. Hang on a sec. There we go. Ready? That is a function known as the break function. Now what that allows you to do is, it allows you to do a drum solo while a pattern is active. Now what it does is, it disables every bit of that pattern so that you can play your own drum solo. I'll give you another example of that. Press the break button again. See? Isn't that a cool feature? You've got so many possibilities with this. Now, the other category I want to show you are the patterns that contain songs. So, they're further down the kit. And I want to show off one of my favourite ones. Let me find it. Oh, before I go ahead and play this one is particularly nostalgic to me. Back when I was a primary school student, my music teacher actually had this exact same kit, and this was one of the demo songs that really got me into music. So I'm going to be showing this off, this demo song. This is a full-on song, but it also contains directions for you to play along. Here we go. It's called Motortown, by the way, for anyone who wants to know the name. And there you go, that's an example of one of the songs that allows you to play along with it. And here's something cool. Because you're actually on the demo feature, it actually adjusts the drum pads accordingly, so you've got the exact same kit that is being used in the song. And the last lot of patterns I want to show you is the, if I found it, this is one of the Latin patterns, but that's not all. I'm going to look for the one that I've seen. I'm looking for the one that I've seen a lot of school students set off, and I believe it's in this section somehow. Here it is. Because there's a shortcut to this one. Now I'm going to show you something cool. You can take bits off. If I know what I'm doing. Look at that. I just took the scraping machine off and I put it back on again. And now I've just turned off everything else off and you've only got the rhythm. No accompaniment. Yeah, there's no accompaniment there, so I can turn that back on. I think you can take off a total of 4. And I've taken off the bongos and I've just stopped it. But that's an example of how that works. So you can take off I think you can 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can take off a total of 4 different parts off of a pattern. So I'm going to show you. So I've turned off the bongos. See? You can only hear the cowbell and a set few parts of the accompaniment. And all of these can be toggled back on as well, so there we go. You can toggle those back on. And you can also, if I know what I'm doing, let's find another one. That is how you change your tempo. As expected, it goes up to that many BPM. So let's reset it. So we're back on the regular kit. So, oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention, every single selection you make on this kit is performed by this dial here. There are no physical buttons for you to select among the kits or the patterns. You've only got the that part of the kit to work with. You can also, this is the hand percussion, and you know how I said that, that rhythm, the rhythm that you heard before I actually made the fast switching thing. I'll show you real quick. That is for the hand percussion. So when you press the hand percussion, you're brought to that pattern. And I see a lot of students messing with this. I've seen a lot. Well, back when I was at school. Anyway, so the hand percussion is special because you don't need the sticks to play with this. It's simple. You just play it using your hands. Well, they are touch sensitive, but they're loud enough for you to hear yourself playing them. So you don't need the sticks, unlike all the other drum kits around here on this exact same kit. So that's the hand percussion. You can also, if I know what I'm doing, there's also, if I can find it, there's your metronome. So if you want to play in time with, you know, I'm trying to look, but there's the hand percussion kit. But you can also, if I can find it, don't know what that is. Oh, it's a simple tempo tap thing. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't know you could do that. So it's like it's similar to tempo tap on keyboards. So let's find the pattern again. I didn't know you could do that. So now let's speed that up a bit. So even if you don't want to speed up manually, you can assign various things to patterns. That's pretty cool. You can assign tempo parts. What I do want to try and show you, if I can get to it, is the customizable pads. Oh, there you go. Here we go. So here we go. Press this. That's the default pad, but you can make your own drum pad. I'll show you how to make your own assignable pad. So press this button. Now keep tapping until you've got the drum that you want. And this actually sets it. So I think while I'm here, I can show you the drum phrases that this drum kit's got too. So here are the phrases. You can actually assign these too. So you can actually assign these to the pads if I'm not mistaken. Look at that. Like I did with that one. So if I keep... So just like the pads, the phrases can be assigned to the actual, just like the actual drums themselves, the phrases can be assigned to the pads. That's pretty cool. Now I believe you can actually use that to your advantage. Remember how I talked about the brake function? Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that works with the phrases, with these phrases here. I could be wrong. And there you go, that's all of them. So I'm going to assign myself a custom pad. So I'm going to use that as my snare. I'm going to keep the toms the same, but this one is going to become my bass drum. So I'm going to have to go through all of this again until I have the desired bass drum. Because this kit didn't come with a foot pedal, so I can't do any bass drum. Luckily, this kit is very customizable, so I just got to keep going through all the drums until I get the sound that I want. So I'm going to have to... Okay, so what have I got here? I'm gonna go. Yeah, that'll do. So now I've got a snare drum and all the other drums are working for me. Let's try doing that again. That were a fail. There we go. I'm trying to copy off a keyboard ease track. I don't know if you can adjust the touch sensitivity of these pads, but if you can, that would help, because my hands aren't particularly good with the pads, which is why I can't really play the sticks that well. I could try, but let's try it. Let me try it again. Here are these sticks. These are brand new drumsticks, by the way. Oh, there we go. Now, if I'm holding the drumsticks incorrectly, please let me know, because it will help me out. It's especially since I really want to get serious on these drum kits, on this kit. Because this drum kit is supposed to be really good for beginning drummers like me. As you can tell, I'm not that accurate with the sticks. Either these sticks aren't really the right size for me, maybe my setup doesn't allow me to play really well with the sticks, or I'm just not doing it right. Either one of those. So yeah, that's just about it. So you're probably asking, let me pick the phone up because I'm done with the practical side now. You're probably asking, where did you get the Yamaha dd55 and where can I get one? Well, I got this from a car boot sale a few weeks ago and it were only like £15, which is considered a bargain, especially for a kit like this. I think the price is because it didn't have the it didn't come with the foot pedal for starters, and it didn't come with a power adapter. I'm using the power adapter from my Yamaha PSR220 to power this thing because as it's a Yamaha product, it can use all recommended adapters that Yamaha ships with its keyboards. And on that note, you've got a headphone jack, a foot pedal port, got 2 MIDI ports and a secondary foot pedal port. And that is for if you want to use a foot pedal with a hi-hat, which you don't really need to do if you can play the hi-hat directly using your hands. I don't think it really makes a difference on this kit. So I don't think it really matters. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, that's it. Would I recommend buying a Yamaha dd55 in 2024? Absolutely. I mean, if you're a beginning drummer like me, you don't need too many fancy features. If you can get one of these drum kits in good condition like I did, for the same price, go for it. But just remember that you'll need to purchase a foot pedal separately if yours doesn't come with a foot pedal just like mine did. But once you're all set with that, this'll definitely take you on your drumming journey. It's got all the features that you need. It's got a great plethora of patterns and sounds. And even in this day and age, this drum kit is still very much fit for the modern age, even though it's, well, 24 years old at this point. No, it's not. 23, I meant to say. It was released in 2001. So yeah, that's it. So the actual kit itself is, you've got all 7 touch-sensitive drum pads. They do need a clean. You've got a massive whole speaker, and that contributes to the sound quality. You've got all the buttons here which offer the controls, and you can actually record. You've got the demo button here along with the metronome. See, this drum kit is fit for the modern age. New drummers and pro drummers alike will benefit from this. So this is one kit I can highly recommend, even though Yamaha has released several other drum kits, the most recent one being the Yamaha dd55, which is more modern compared to this one. But if all you need is a drum kit to get you started on your drumming journey, then there's no doubt that this kit is the real deal. And quite frankly, it's what you'd like. It's quite frankly, I can agree, because this kit's got all the features you need in a drum kit fit for a beginner. If you're an advanced or veteran drummer, then yes, this kit can suffice. But if you require a USB connection, then no, you can't use this one. It uses a standard legacy MIDI interface. And I don't think Yamaha still releases drivers for this kit anyway. I think you need the legacy MIDI driver because this isn't plug and play. And since you can't store patterns on this that you create yourself, that's another downside. I'd recommend the DTX series if you're a high-end drummer. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Yamaha still maintains mobile apps for its drum pads. So you've got stuff like the DTX series, like the DTX 400 Touch, or something like that. But anyway, the dd55, I want to know what you think about it. And
Switch to stop recording button.
yeah,
Double tap to activate.
So before I end, I'm going to play you out with that amazing built-in demo song. I know that's often triggered a lot, because it's the one thing that they think of when they hear about the dd55. So it's a perfect way to end you off, the song that I started with. So this is Jordan signing off, saying have a good day, everyone.